Hey everybody, welcome JK Next Garage. So today I'm going to show you how I made a little jig here to be able to lift the trunk floor and get it into place into the 67 Firebird. So stay tuned for that. Alright, well, I'm going to show you how I made my bracket for lifting this floor pan up. Hopefully to use that jack. And yeah, so these are all just scrap pieces I had. I got some angle pieces here. Obviously these are 10-inch pieces. This one here is 48 inches. Obviously that one's 10 inches. So like I said, these are scrap pieces. If things are in the way, I can always cut this off here and over there. And so what I did is I just stuck it up there, and I kind of found the center of the trunk floor. I guess not the center, but the balancing point. And I'll try and get you down if you angle right so it's there. Just below these right here. If you line that up. So actually it's just in front of those. I guess that would be towards the front of the car. So that's what I used. We'll see at the end of the video how it all works out. And then I just put a piece across here. These are where I think the parking brake cables go through and stuff. So this piece is 31 3/4. I mean, as you can see, I've got some space there. Could have used a 32-inch piece, but and it's not the same size or anything because I'm just using scrap stuff just to make a little bracket for this so that I can put the jack on there and get it lifted up. So, and those are my pieces that I'm going to put on. Let's see here. So these little pieces I'm just going to weld on, tack on there. So on each side, give it a little bit of framing. So all right, let's get that taken care of. So this piece down here, I'm going to use those pieces as these parts right here as to kind of holding it, and I'll be able to shift it back and forth without it falling out either. So see where this is in relation to the floor. It's not the same as this side, so it's at a little bit of an angle. You can kind of see when I get this down there, right through there, it's a little bit of an angle. I don't really care because this is just a jig, I guess you may say, for lifting this up. So I'm not critical on these leveling and all that kind of stuff, except for this top one. The other thing with the top one is I have got my center mark, so when I put my jack underneath there, I can at least get my jack right here so that it's centered, you know, this way. So, all right, let's get them welded on. All right, well, got her all scabbed up and ready to go. As you can see, I had to put some spacers in down here because of the where it ended up off of this bar here, so no big deal. That one's off a little bit. There's, you probably can't see that, but whatever. Anyways, so we'll get this thing off of here, set it on the floor, see how level it really is, and give it a test run. So that's all I'm doing for a bracket to lift it up. So all right, let's get it. So that's what it looks like while it's on the ground off of here. So I guess yeah, let's get putting this trunk floor pan on here. We'll get the jack right here underneath, and we'll give it a lift up and see how tippy it really is. Tippy? Yeah. All right. All right, so got the little jig for lifting this up underneath. As you can see, I got some clamps here just to keep it stable while I'm moving it around for right now. And we'll go around the back side here. I don't have a lot of room right in here, but anyway. So I got it up on some blocks for right now. And all right, all right, you can see my center mark right there. We'll get this underneath here. Oops. Right. Okay, put the camera down here and maybe back out of harm's way, so just in case anything should happen. All right, let's see what we can do. So it does seem to be going up. Just seems a little front heavy, which is fine. That way I can kind of hold it back here as I push the jack in, which is good, you know, but it's sturdy. I'm wiggling it around, so I guess, and I can turn it because of the jack. So I gotta see if I can get this up high enough. Move it over here a little bit. So right about there, that's about the right height. I don't know if you can see that up there, but anyways, that's about the right height that it's going to have to be at. So I think I'm good to go. If I needed to, I think I could put a block underneath the jack if I had to, but yeah, and that's only because the car's up so high right there on those jack stands. So anyways, yeah, seems to be working out all right. I'm happy with that, and it'll fit roll up right underneath the car. So all right, let's let her down. All right, well, that's the little jig for lifting that car trunk floor pan up. So now we need to get the trunk floor pan underneath there and get it fit up and get some mark. Trunk floor is mocked up inside the car. Did our little jig, worked out really well. I was able to hold it back here and get it in there. These kind of fought me a little bit. That piece of sheet metal is coming off of there. And I kind of had to monkey around with it to get it around that, because as you can see, it doesn't just go right up. So ended up having to put a little jack right there. That one doesn't go up so high, so I had to use a board. Worked out good. Yeah, so this jig worked out pretty good. Hopefully you can make something like this for yours. All right, we'll take this floor pan out of here. So by no means is this a jig for putting your frame rails and trunk floor together. It's only for lifting it up underneath the car to get it in place. So anyways. All right, well that's gonna wrap it up for this trunk floor pan jig, whatever, for lifting it up underneath the car. So as you can see, nothing to it. I know it's not that big a deal, but thought maybe somebody wants to see just how easy it really is to basically make yourself a helping hand. There you go. So anyways, next video I believe will be fitting that floor pan and frame rails up into the car, making sure everything lines up right, get the spring pockets and everything dialed in. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one.